you're having a tough time, like going through menopause is not easy, right? There are so many symptoms, so many annoying symptoms to be very specific. So we thought, let's discuss about menopausal diet, which might help you to cope up with the symptoms that you're going through and make the entire experience little better. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Wellness Munch. I'm Soma Chakrabarty. I have done my graduation, my master's, my Ph.D on Food Nutrition. So I think I'm little more eligible to talk on this topic today. So the topic today is, what should be your diet if you are going through menopause? Let's understand menopause first. We have 3 phases, okay, while you are in menopause. First phase is called perimenopause. Now what is that? That means it is kind of a pre-menopausal phase, where you are missing your chums maybe for more than 2 months. You are getting those symptoms like hot flushes, night sweat, sometimes chill maybe, you're irritated, you're depressed, you're gaining weight, experiencing dry skin, lot of hair fall. These are the problems, these are kind of nagging problems that you are already facing. Now the next phase is menopause, where your menstrual cycle has stopped completely for almost a year at a row, and you are getting all those symptoms, and those symptoms are very profound now, like hot flushes. As I have mentioned, you feel irritated, you feel depressed, you're having night sweats, chills, vaginal dryness, very dry skin, all that are problems you're facing on a daily basis. And after that, there's a third phase, which we called post-menopausal phase, where the symptoms are getting milder, and of course you're not getting any germs anymore, and the situation is getting little better, but you are at risk of multiple new diseases. For example, you're very prone to get, diabetes type 2, cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, and of course weight gain. For few, there is huge weight loss. That may also happen because your appetite has changed. Now the question is, okay, fine, how diet can help you? What happens in menopause is your 2 predominant sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone, their production is getting lower and lower day by day. Right? And that is why you stop having menstruation, you stop having ovulation, in fact. The role of diet in this phase is firstly to help you to maintain your weight so that there is no unexplained weight gain or sudden weight drop. That way your diet will help. Apart from that, there are few foods which are actually very rich in phytoestrogen, which is a kind of a compound which mimics estrogen in your body. So your body has less estrogen at this point. If you're having those foods, there is a chance that your estrogen level will shoot up. So if your estrogen level shoot up, all the signs and symptoms that you're experiencing right now will be better. So all the signs and symptoms that you're having right now will be much better in control. That's why diet is very, very important. Plus, if you're taking a good care of your diet, there is a good chance you can prevent or manage your diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or osteoporosis. What are the danger sign at this age? You can manage them better, or rather you can prevent them. Now the question is, okay, fine, what do I have? What do I eat? Now let's start with whole grain. Okay, whole grain means all the cereals, like for example rice, wheat, corn, millets, quinoa, oats, all these things. Now you should have whole grain in your diet so that it actually helps to boost your estrogen level, because what we have seen, whole grains, the unpolished version of the grain, it actually contains decent amount of lignans, which is a kind of a precursor of phytoestrogen. That's why if you're having whole grain as a cereal choice, then you are in a better position to nullify, all these profound symptoms that you are going through. Make sure you're having semi-polished rice instead of having white rice. Instead of having instant oats, let's just try to have rolled oats. Or instead of having maida, let's have atta, or millet flours or ragi flour. You can think of having good amount of legumes and pulses in your daily diet. We know that pulses and legumes are very good source of protein, but often time we miss on this. There are many days when we forget to have these things. If you're going through menopause, make sure you have some form of soybean, moong dal sprouts or alfalfa sprouts, because these are very, very high in phytoestrogen. So make sure you're having 2 katoris of dal or 1 katori dal, 1 handful of sprouts, or maybe sattu sharbat, maybe besan chilla. These things are very, very important right now for your health. Thirdly, let's talk about vegetables and fruits. Since you are facing a huge change in your body, you need a lot of antioxidants, right? Menopause is a reality. You might have started seeing a little bit of wrinkles under your eyes or maybe over your face. You're facing, hair loss. All that stuff happened, right? And we consider it's a part of your life. Of course, it is part of your life, but your diet can improve the situation also. If you're having good amount of vegetables and fruits in your daily diet, it will actually help you to provide ample amount of antioxidants, which will help you to fight better against the oxidative stress that your body is developing every day. Now the question is how to have vegetables and fruits. Of course, sabji form, the way we Indians cook our food, that is one way to have it. Apart from that, try having every day a glass of vegetable juice, like raw vegetable juice. I can't tell you how important it is specifically at this time. It will give you all the active ingredients of the vegetables, and you will get to see the result very soon. Like within 2 weeks, you will see a remarkable difference, in your body. So what kind of vegetable juice? You may think of having carrot juice, beetroot juice, or coriander tomato juice. You can always club a fruit along with the vegetables so that the juice tastes better. Consider having 2 whole fruits every single day without any fail. And of course, one of the fruit has to be the citrus fruit, which includes like mosambi or orange, like any fruit which is a kind of a nimbu, in nature. After vegetables and fruits, let's talk about milk and milk products. Since you are, very, very prone to develop osteoporosis, milk and milk product can be a big, big savior, because it is not only high in protein, it is best combination for maintaining your bone health, because it has calcium, it has phosphorus, it has vitamin K, vitamin D, everything, the best combination that your body look for to develop or to improve your bone health. Okay, make sure that you have some form of milk and milk product every day. Let me tell you, this is the time when your bone mineral density will go down. Okay, your muscle, your lean muscle will start getting wasted. So to prevent your muscle loss and bone loss, if you're someone who can handle milk, you don't have lactose intolerance, you don't have milk allergy, or any of that kind of a genetic problem, then you must embrace some form of milk in your diet. It can be in the form of curd, it can be in the form of milk or paneer, whatever you love to have. Okay, but make sure you're having a good portion, like at least 2 glasses of milk every single day. After milk, let's talk about egg, fish, and chicken and meat. If you're a non-vegetarian or you are vegetarian but you consume egg, feel free to have 1 whole egg every single day, even if you have any kind of cardiac problem. 1 whole egg along with the yolk. Okay, all our cellular structures are PLP, protein, lipid, and protein. So if you're not very conscious providing good fat to your body, you are going to experience a lot of wrinkles and hair fall and everything, right? I'm sure you don't want that. So have 1 whole egg every single day. If you're a non-vegetarian, consider having fish every single day. Maybe a small portion, but along with its oil. Why? Because it is a very rich source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are extremely good for your heart health. Consider having nuts and seeds. I can't tell you how important is nuts and seeds for you specifically, if not before, at least right now for you. For example, flaxseed, sesame seeds, they are a great source for phytoestrogen. So if you're having them on a regular basis, you'll experience better management on the symptoms that you're going through, like the hot flushes and etc. So try to have at least a spoonful of seeds powder every day and a handful of dry nuts. Apricot, for that matter, is very good choice. All you need to do is you take 2 dry apricot and soak it in warm milk or in warm water and then just have it. It will help you to boost your estrogen level, and not only that, it will help you with your constipations also. Now, healthy fat is important, as I have already said, right? So of course you have to say bye-bye to all the refined oil. Yes, the oil that you probably use for your cooking, the colorless, odorless oil. You have to say bye-bye to that. Start having kachi ghani mustard oil, or double filtered peanut oil, or sesame oil, or maybe cold pressed coconut oil, depending on whichever province you are in India. But make sure you're not using any form of refined oil. Refined oil is extreme inflammatory in nature, so you cannot afford to have any further inflammation in your body at this point of time. Make sure you have at least a teaspoonful of ghee with lunch and dinner. Yes, just to support good fat supply. Avoid having deep fried food. Avoid having food which is cooked in excess oil, but use the good fat in a good way. Of course, you have to avoid all possible form of sugar. Now people often mistake is they suggest that no, we don't have sugar in tea or coffee. I'll rather tell you, please enjoy your sugar, a teaspoon of sugar in your tea or coffee, but avoid all form of packaged and processed food. Why? Because they are not only loaded with sugar, hidden sugar, and at the same time they're loaded with excess salt and sodium. So understand one thing, we need to create a safeguard for not only diabetes, at the same time with cardiovascular disease and blood pressure. That's why to manage all these problems together, you need to sacrifice, you need to be very, very careful about your salt and sugar intake. Now, let's talk about water. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated throughout the day. Drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water, at least in a day. If you're in a hot and humid climate, then maybe you need more water. Not only that, try to consider doing some form of exercise on a regular basis, specifically some form of weight bearing exercise like strength training, so that your bone mineral density improved and you make a safeguard against osteoporosis. Not only that, make sure you get deep sleep so that all your hormonal imbalance come in place and it becomes better. And of course, you have to manage your stress also. Try to develop some hobby and have some gratitude toward life. I think the video was useful. If it was, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and comment in the comment section if you're having any kind of questions. I'll be happy to answer that. And of course, subscribe the channel. We will be coming back soon with some other interesting topic. Till then, stay happily healthy. Bye-bye.